Hurricane Katrina struck the Gulf Coast of America in late August of 2005, and it caused a great deal of destruction to New Orleans. What I'll be focusing on are the pets that were left behind and died, and also what happened to the pets after the rescue began. So as you can see, the water was flooding the streets, and animals were locked up, or in their cages, or leashed up, or maybe just stuck in a house, but many of them died because they were stuck, just like a lot of the humans who were stuck there, and a lot of people. So here are some photographs of animals who were stranded in New Orleans or walking the streets. And here are some photographs of the rescue efforts. There were a number of teams there rescuing the pets. And according to a documentary called Dark Water Rising, which follows one rescue organization in New Orleans, 50,000 to 100,000 pets were stranded in New Orleans. Of those 50,000 to 100,000, 80 to 90% of the pets died. 10,000 to 15,000 were rescued. And of those that were rescued, 2,000 to 3,000 were returned to their owners. 8,000 to 12,000 were adopted or are currently waiting adoption. So, as you can tell, a huge number of pets were injured or died. But those that did survive were given proper care and rehabilitation, and then the organizations began looking for people to adopt them all across America. And here you can see some of the people who adopted the pets, who are obviously very happy. A chunky dog. And that's about it. The zoo fared much better than the New Orleans Aquarium did. They actually lost no animals and also suffered almost no damage to the zoo itself. They escaped the flooding because the zoo sits on the highest ground in all of New Orleans, and the zoo planned ahead and they collected food and fuel and other supplies. The only concern that they had after the hurricane was that the low-flying helicopters in the area would have psychological harm on the animals. When Hurricane Katrina struck New Orleans, the New Orleans Aquarium was actually lucky and it wasn't hit. But when Katrina hit New Orleans, they lost their power and they came to rely on a generator. And when the generator failed as well, all their systems for keeping the water oxygenated and heated properly failed as well. So many of the fish, 10,000 of them actually, died by suffocation. The aquarium, however, did have a couple surviving animals, one of those being 19 penguins and some sea dragons that they sent to other aquariums around the country.